Good evening. So I've got a new BB CO2 rifle from the Wolfman who delivered yesterday, and it's the new Umarex Hk416 A5. So I'm just going to do a quick unboxing review. So this is the box it comes in. Just trying to keep the light off it. There we go. That's the front. If I just flip it round and show you the back. So gives you details of what's on the actual rifle, and I'll just bring it in so you can actually pause and read the actual details of the actual specifications. I did take a few extra measurements as well. So it says on the actual box that its overall length is 800 millimeters. That is obviously the stock extended. With the stock in all the way, it's 720 millimeters. Okay. The weight, I did weigh it. It weighs 1816 grams, which is a little more than what it says in the box. That's without CO2 and BBs, and that equates to just over 4 pounds. I did do a trigger pull. The trigger pull was quite nice actually. It doesn't feel that heavy, but the actual break of the trigger is 4.25 pounds. Okay, and I'll be doing a full corona test. A full shoot through from full CO2 right down, and see when the actual blowback stops, because it's got an internal blowback that cocks the actual hammer every time it shoots. Okay, so we're going to show you what comes in the box. So you get, if I get the manual out, you get the manual out here. So yeah, it's a typical Umarex manual. Tells you everything you need to know. Lots of nice pictures, warnings as usual. Tells you how to put your CO2 in. You can run this on one CO2, by the way. The first CO2 slot on the left, the A, is marked as A. You can just put that in on its own, and it'll run on one CO2. If you don't want to use the multiple amounts of shots, that's how to load it. I'll show you all this, how to sight it with the sights, how the safety works, and then obviously how to operate the stock, and obviously any troubleshooting. So yeah, it's all right. It's a typical Umarex manual. Yeah. So let's get on to the actual rifle. Here we go. This is the rifle. This is the Hk416 A5. So from the back, you've got your stock. Now, I think there's 5 positions actually. So you trigger that in and pull it out. That's fully extended, and I think you've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 5 positions. If you're like an adult, you'll probably want it all the way out, like me. Okay. There's a little bit of play in the actual stock itself, not the actual tube, but the play bit. Obviously, if you have it further in, the young shooters, it's pretty solid. To be fair, I've played with rifles that have got much slacker stocks than this. Okay, so yeah, for a sub £200 BB rifle, to be fair, that's not too bad at all, and it's only really to support you. Yeah, if you're full grown, you'll probably want it out here, or at least probably on the the second setting out. Okay, and it basically works very well. Like I said, it's £4 in total, just over £4 in total without the BBs. You've got your cocking lever here. Obviously, you've got the latch here, so you've got to catch that one as well and pull it back, and that charges it initially. Yeah. Obviously the blowback, internal blowback, will cock it every time you fire until the CO2 becomes too low, and then the blowback will stop. Then you'll have to obviously cock it every time. Okay. Safety is here. Now in the UK with 4.5mm we don't have burst or six shot burst as this has, so that's disabled. So you can only have semi-auto and safe. Safe completely locks the trigger, and actually semi-auto, you'll see, if you can see the trigger here, I'll start to pull it. So it pulls a fair way, and it actually fires quite a way back, but it's very consistent. Okay, so the actual feel of the trigger is nice, even though it says it's 4.25, yeah, 4.25 pounds actual break. Yeah, it doesn't feel that heavy at all. Okay, then you've got your mag release here. Now this mag, if you press it in, I think it's like a safety, because if you accidentally catch it, yeah, it won't come any further unless you press that in as well, and that pulls the mag out. We'll show you the mag first. So this is like a dual CO2, much like the Crossman, I think SBR I think it is. So you just pop the actual side off, and then you've got your two CO2s. So this one here is called A in the manual, and this one's called B. So you can just put one in that side, and you can run it on one CO2, or you can put two in. All that does, it gives you a lot more shots. It doesn't actually affect the actual energy output. Okay, and I will be doing a Crony test in both modes, but I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, you don't get any extra energy by having two in. You'll get the same energy. You'll just probably get twice as many shots. You know. Okay, you've got a little key in there that does your bottom CO2s up. Yeah, I did actually get two in mine, I don't know why. So that goes in there. It's like, and it just undoes it. Okay, and you just undo it all the way. Bit of Pelgon oil I always put on my seals, you know, on top of the CO2 before I fit them, and then do them up tight, finger tight once you've done, and then just put those little latches in like that in the top. Yeah, snap it back on, and that's it. You'll see your valve there. Okay. So when you put it in, it makes the valve, yeah, and then when you release it, if there's CO2 in there, you'll hear a little pop, very much like the Sig Sauer M17. It has a similar sort of system, okay, and also with the Gamo MP9, it also has a pop out CO2. Okay, so that's basically got a valve, which I shall show you inside. So if you can just show you inside here, you might be able to see there's the valve, okay. And that's your trigger. So if I just cock this like that, and you flick the safety off, you'll see that lever start to move. Yeah, and that operates a little lever. That lever comes backwards and it operates a little release just in front of that. Okay, that fires it. Okay, so we can pop that mag back in. So yeah, just pop in like that, and that's it, locked in. Really quite solid actually. Now, the plastics used on all this is quite nice, to be fair, but the only bit I don't like about it is this grip. It's plasticky, and the thing it reminds me of, like I said, the M17, Sig M17. If anybody's got one of them, will recognise the feel of this plastic straight away. Well, I'll be getting like a rubber cover for this. I think you might even have one lying around, you know, in my gun cupboard with all the other bits and pieces. And I shall certainly be putting a rubber grip over this because it doesn't feel nice at all. The rest of the plastics feel really nice, to be fair. Obviously, it is a budget CO2 BB rifle. So that's the grip. I don't really like the grip, but like I said, you can always put something over there, put a nice rubber cover over it. Right, so that's that. So the working parts, you've got your safety, both sides, ambidextrous, okay? And then you've got your mag release, which is there, okay? But obviously when you press that, the mag comes out a little bit, then you've got to release it the rest of the way. Okay, so on this side you've got the rail, you've got a long rail this side. Pop-up sights, yeah, you've got these flip-up sights here. They're like basically peep sights. You've got, to be fair, they don't look great. You've got no adjustability on them either. So if you look down here, you might be able to see them. So you've got to look through the rear peep and look for the pin at the front. Okay, I will be trying this out using these sights first, probably at 10 yards or maybe 10 meters, and see how they shoot. And then I'll almost certainly be putting a red dot. I have a red dot to, you know, to fit on this anyhow. But yeah, I mean, with my eyes, I struggle to focus, even with my reading glasses on, to focus on the foresight. So yeah, because it's so long, with the Uzi I could do that because the Uzi is a shorter weapon, but you know, shorter air gun, should I say. But with this, because it's quite long, I do struggle to focus on that front pin at that sort of length. Okay, so yeah, they work. I'm pretty sure they work. It probably shoots pretty straight if you can see those sights. You know, most people can. Okay, so the barrel goes to finishes about there. So it's a decent length barrel. It's got to be a good 300 millimeters probably, at least. On this side, what you've got your loading. So what you've got here at the top, you've got basically a hopper. Pull that down. You put your BBs in there. Yeah, I think according to the box, it takes 370 max. Yeah, put it in there, and then you've got this side magazine here. So you push this forward, you lock it down like that. Yeah, and then you rock the rifle backwards and forwards, and it loads up the BBs from the front. And when that's full, you can see the BBs going in there. By the way, you can see the BBs going in behind that latch there. And when they're full, you just release that, and then it will sit on the BBs. and then when you've shot all them out, that latch will gradually move down as you're shooting the BBs, and it will stop there when it's empty, and then you can repeat the process. You know, I think I'll try it with 36 BBs first to see if and because that'll take 36 BBs apparently, that slot there, and then see how it does. Okay, so that's how you load it. You've got another rail on that side as well. You've also got a rail on the top. Yeah, so you can put lots of little toys on this, lasers, red dots. You could put a scope on if you really wanted to, but it is a smoothbore BB shooter, and the energy output might only be about, I don't know, somewhere between 1.5 and 2 foot-pounds. Okay, with 5.37 grain Umarex BBs. Okay, so yeah, my thoughts. Yeah, it's sub 200 in UK. The stock, yeah, to be fair, that's a bit solid. Yeah, you're always going to get a bit of play in these stocks. Don't like the grip because it feels plastic. I think Umarex would have been better having a better quality plastic grip, because they do make some really nice ones for their pistols. But like I said, I'm going to put a rubber cover over mine. Trigger's really nice. It's got a long pull, but like I said, you can pull it. If I show it again, yeah, pull it and you'll see it. Put the safety off first. Yeah, you pull it and then it goes right back there. So it's quite a long pull, but it works very nicely, and it is consistent. So it should shoot consistently as well, providing you can actually line up the sights. Mag release is good because obviously something might catch it, and then the magazine not going to drop out and whack the ground. You know, you might be shooting on tarmac or something like that. Yeah, capacity is good. I think really it's got a decent length barrel, so if the energy is reasonable, 1.5 to 2 foot-pounds energy, I think it'll be pretty accurate, to be fair, even for a small smoothbore BB shooter. The plastics around here actually are really nice quality, up to Umarex's standards. The branding is good. You've got H&K here, H&K on the rear stock, both sides. You've got your H&K branding here as well. Yeah, which actually tells you exactly what it is. Yeah, 5.56 by 45, Hk416. So yeah, it's got some nice branding. It's just that I just don't like the plastic grip. But like I said, it might be an off-putter for some people, because I think it's that sort of plastic where if you get a warm day, it feels a bit sweaty. The grip seems to be off it. Either it is stippled, but yeah, I think a rubber grip over it would actually be a big improvement. So yeah, I like it. I think it'll shoot pretty well. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll get it outside probably tomorrow if the weather's nice. Put some targets out, put it through the Crony, see what it's doing, see how many shots we're getting for 2 CO2, see what the shot count is until the actual CO2 drops off. Those sort of things are quite, people like to know. Okay, so I hope you like that little unboxing video. Take care, and thanks for watching.